above the hips, and from there I'll measure the length till the tip of medial malleolus. So on this side and then on this side. So whatever difference comes, it is called as apparent limb length discrepancy, meaning there can be an apparent shortening or there can be an apparent lengthening. Now the prerequisite for apparent measurement was the limb should be parallel. For true length measurements, the limb should not be parallel. The limbs should remain in identical position. For that, you have to square the pelvis first, make the ASIS come at the same level. And if there is an adduction deformity of say 20 degrees, then the ASIS will come in at the same level. Or in that position, you have to measure the limb length from ASIS to the medial malleolus. From ASIS to the medial malleolus. And then, keeping the limb in that position only, you have to bring the opposite limb in identical position, meaning same flexion and same adduction of 20 degrees, and measure from ASIS to the medial malleolus tip and record the measurement. And that will give you the true measurements. The true measurements of limb length doesn't stop here. You have to also do segmental measurements, meaning you have to measure from the joint line to the medial malleolus. If there is any discrepancy, then the discrepancy may be in the tibia, medial joint line to the medial malleolus, or to the greater trochanter and say the medial lateral joint line, or to the tibial tuberosity, or to the lateral femoral epicondyle. So there are various bony points which you can check, whichever is convenient and comfortably palpable. So this you do on either side, and then if most of the time in a hip case the shortening is supratrochanteric, that will be evident by proximal migration of the greater trochanter, and that supratrochanteric shortening is measured using a triangle called as marking called as Bryan's triangle, where you mark the ASIS on either side, you mark the greater trochanter tip on either side, but then that limb should be in identical position. So in a straight position only you have to measure mark the greater trochanter tip on either side, and then you draw a line joining these two, and then you draw a vertical perpendicular line from the ASIS to the bed on either side, and then a perpendicular from the greater trochanter to this line will tell you a distance which is say A. On either side, this distance, if the opposite hip is normal, then this difference or this length is considered important. So if that A on either side is same, that means there is no lengthening or shortening. If that distance A is less here, that means there is supratrochanteric shortening, or if it is more, then there is supratrochanteric lengthening. But supratrochanteric lengthening is usually a rare phenomenon. Mostly it will be supratrochanteric shortening, which is evident by this Bryan's triangle. Now there are other tests, special tests for hip. First one is active straight leg raising test. So this is called as active straight leg raising test. It tests the integrity of the hip system, hip flexure system, meaning that the acetabulum, the femoral head, the neck, and the abductors and flexors are all active. Then there is something called as active abduction.